Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So seeing as I have no makeup on today, I'm actually going to be doing my updated spring everyday makeup look for you guys, and I'm not really sure if there's going to be a proper title for this, but it's just things I've been gravitating towards pretty much on a regular basis, and I tend to switch up my makeup during spring, summertime, something a bit brighter and something a bit lighter as well. So recently I have been enjoying quite a few products in my routine, and I wanted to show you guys on camera how I apply it and what I do on a daily basis as well. So yeah, without waffling on too much, let's get started. So the first thing I do before I put my makeup on is use a primer, and this is my Mercier Protect Primer with an SPF of 30. I've been wearing this primer for ages and ages, absolutely love it, and I take a little bit of the primer and just dot it around where I absolutely need it. And this primer spreads quite well, so you don't need a lot. I've been using Mercier primers for quite a long time now, and they are one of my go-to primers. And if you guys watch my top 10 products worth the hype, then I have talked about these primers in the past, and they are just perfect for every day and if you are after a new primer as well. So I take a little bit of this on, and then I just work it into my skin. And then I do follow up with another primer. Sometimes I don't do this, but recently I've been enjoying this Burberry Fresh Glow Primer, which I have talked about again on my channel. And I just take a little tiny bit on just the middle of my face and pretty much all around. And this just adds a little bit of colour and a little bit of glow to your skin as well. So I've been looking a little bit tired lately, and I haven't been sleeping very well, so this just really brightens up your skin and just makes everything look a bit more glowy and a bit more healthy as well. So pop a little bit of primer on, and I'm also going to be taking a little bit of my eyeshadow primer, and I've just been using this Urban Decay Primer Potion, which is the only one I have, and taking a little bit onto my eyelids. And I always go ahead and actually prime before I pop my makeup on. I find that it makes a huge difference to my overall makeup application, and I don't particularly have very oily skin. I have more combination to dry skin, so I find that makeup can tug to your skin if you don't wear any primers as well. So I always make sure I do wear primers. And for base, I've been really enjoying using this Creme de la Mer skin tint. This is the reparative skin tint with an SPF of 30. I've been absolutely loving this because it's very easy to wear and it's quite a lot of coverage. And I've been using this brush from Sephora. This is the Sephora Pro Airbrush Blender. I think they go really well together, and it comes in a really lovely squeezy tube packaging. And all I do, I just take a little bit of the product onto the brush, and then I just start working it onto my face. So I usually start in the middle, and then I just sort of dot it around wherever I need it. But this just works really well, and it smells quite minty as well, which I really like. It's quite a refreshing product to use day to day. And I have talked about these all these products before, but this one in particular I really like because it has an SPF 30, but it also looks like foundation, so when you apply it, it is quite a lot of coverage for what it is. And I'm just going to take just a little bit down my neck, and then I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more, but you can just customize the coverage. I like more of a light to medium coverage. My skin has, touch wood, been quite good lately, so I don't need a ton of coverage, but it is that time of the month for me, so I do have a few hormonal spots on my chin and on my forehead, but that's just what it is. But generally I don't get a lot of breakouts anymore, which I'm really thankful for. But yeah, that's the base. I'm gonna go ahead and just blend everything out and show you guys what it looks like. Alright then, so that's pretty much the base done, and I just like the finish of it. It's very glowy and it looks quite like a foundation, even though it's more of a skin tint, but it's definitely got quite a lot of coverage and I really like it. Again, SPF of 30, which is really important for summertime. And yeah, moving on to a little bit of concealer. Like I said, I've been feeling quite tired lately, so I've been using this product from Marc Jacobs. This is the I think it's called a Remedy pen, and it's in number 0 Bright Idea, and I just take a little bit onto sort of the inner corners of my eyes. And then I'm just going to take a brush to blend this out, and I'm going to be using just a flat foundation brush. This one is from Shumuru, and I'm just going to just blend it out. I usually use a beauty blender, but I forgot to make the beauty blender damp, so I'm going to go ahead and just use a brush just to pat it in. You can use your fingertips to apply this too, but I think it works better with a beauty blender. So that just brightened up everything, and it works really well if you do suffer, if you haven't had a good night's sleep, if you've done an all-nighter, or if you generally look a bit tired, then this I think works really well too. So I really like that. And then for my concealer, I've been using a concealer on sort of like my acne scarring. I always use a liquid concealer, and the one I'm using at the moment is from Urban Decay, and this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Coverage, and I'm in a shade Medium Light Neutral. And I'm going to take a little bit onto the applicator, which comes in a really lovely doe foot applicator, and just pop a little bit on where I need it. And this one actually covers very well, so I'm just dotting it where I got quite a few blemishes, and I'm going to take a little bit with my brush. This is my Sephora Pro airbrush concealer brush, and this just works really well in just blending in everything but without taking the concealer away, because I find that some brushes, if you go into buff it, you're actually taking some product away, but this one actually blends very well. I actually got two of these because I really like these, and they just work really well for me. So this one, just blending my concealer in. I usually would go ahead with a beauty blender, but I actually, like I said, forgot to make it damp, so I haven't got a beauty blender. But never mind. Have to make do. So that's my concealer pretty much done. I don't like to cover everything, only because it just looks very unnatural, and I just like to go for like a light to medium coverage day to day. But this is pretty much my base done. It's very, very simple. And then let me show you guys my next step. So my next step is usually powder, and I've been using this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Trio, and I've had this for a very long time. I've been going on and off it. I sometimes use it a lot, like now, but sometimes I just don't reach for it. But lately I've been using all three colours, and for the main colour I'm actually going to take a this is my Kevin Aucoin blush brush, but it works really well for powder, and I'm going to take the darker shade and just swirl it in to the brush and stuck in my cheeks, and just do sort of like almost use it as a bronzer, so it gives you a little bit of contour, but it gives a little bit of dimension to my face as well. So do this for the other side and just pop it on the temples where the sun would naturally hit you, really. But I like this because it's very easy and it's not too dark. So yeah, I've been applying this usually as an all over powder because my skin has been quite dry lately, so I don't really need a setting powder to set my makeup, but these powders just work really well in setting your makeup too. And then to dust the powder all over, I've just been using the Sephora powder brush and just really swirling the two colours in, and then just popping it on the high points of my cheekbones and just giving your skin a really nice sort of healthy glow as well, which I really like. And take a little bit down to my nose. So that's pretty much my base done. I'm not actually going to apply any blusher because I'm just not feeling blusher lately, but I think the look is very kind of natural, but is a little bit bronzed as well, which I really like. And then I'm going to follow up with my brows, and you guys know the drill with my brows. I don't really swap my brow products around every now and every often. So I've been using my brow Archery from Soap and Glory, which I have been using for probably about 2 years now, and I do really like it. So I haven't got a lot of brow hairs, as you can probably tell. So I just go ahead and start to fill it in, and I usually start from the beginning and then just sort of shape where you need it. So this works really well as a base, and it mimics that you have a bit more brow hair. And then just do the same with the other side. And that's my first bit of the brows done, and then I usually follow up with another brow pencil, and I've just been using this Hourglass brow pencil in the shade Soft Brunette, and I just take a little bit onto top and just make it a little bit more arched, and then you can just fill them in just like that. So yeah, that's my brows pretty much done, and I don't like to do a lot with my brows, but just at least give them a good shape. But yeah, this is pretty much my finished look. And then moving on to my eyes, and I always go ahead with an eyeliner first, and I've just been using this eyeliner from Marc Jacobs, and this is the Marc Jacobs highliner in just black, and I just usually just line my lower lash line, and then that just gives your lashes and your eyes a little bit more definition. And I'm going to take a little bit just on the top, like the inner corners. And for eyeshadow, I've just been using this really simple eyeshadow. This is from By Terry, and it's the By Terry Ombre Blackstar in the shade Bronze Moon number 4. I have been loving this. It's very simple to use, it's very everyday, and I just like to take a little bit just all over the lids, and then just do the same with the other side. And I just really apply it quite messily, and then I take a blending brush, and this is my just a Tom Ford blending brush, which I use every day, and I just go ahead and just blend it out. And that's pretty much my eyeshadow done. It's very easy and it's just very simple. And then I just take a little bit onto my bottom lashes too, just so they look a little bit more even. I just think it adds a little bit of sultriness and a bit of sexy vibe to it. Yeah, and then I'm gonna skip liner today. I've been feeling not too much makeup lately, so I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes, and these are just my Chanel eyelash curlers. And okay, so that's my lashes curled. Mascara wise, I've been obviously using my Dior Show Lash Primer, which I use pretty much every day. I do switch around between this one and the Estee Lauder little black primer, and just pop a little bit on to give the lashes a little bit more grip. For actually, I'm going to do it like this. It's a bit awkward bit I'm sat to film. And then for mascara, I'm going to use my mini version of the Marc Jacobs Omega Lash, and this has been my favourite mascara. I've been using this for ages, and I actually got the full size, but I just want to use the mini size at first, and this mascara is just amazing. Excuse if I pull a funny face during my mascara application, but just how I apply my mascara. So that's just one coat. That I really like this mascara. I think it's a very beautiful volumizing mascara, and a bit onto my bottom lashes, and then just go ahead and pop another coat on. Why not? So yeah, really like the mascara. I think it's very beautiful, and I probably have some on my eyelashes, on my eyelids in fact, and that's okay because I'll just take that off after. And then final application, I've just been applying a lipstick. This one I recently kind of found in my collection. This is from Buxom, and it's the Buxom full-on lipstick in the shade Brooklyn. Now this is just a mini version that I got from a goodie bag actually, and I've just been using it. It's such a beautiful shade. I've worn this in the past 2 videos, and it's just so beautiful. So I just love the shade. I think it's very neutral, and it's a little bit darker than my lip shade as well. So yeah, that's the lipstick done, and overall I think this is just a really nice simple everyday look. This is the look I've been going for, and I just really like it. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this sort of chatty get ready with me video, and if you did, don't forget to give the video a huge thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any videos. I will have my latest one linked for you down below, and thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next week for a new video. Bye guys.